What is up, you guys? It is Muffinette here, and today we're going to be looking at my theater audition book, or as I like to call it, my theater portfolio. Now, I know I haven't posted in a while, and I think it's been a couple of weeks, like, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks. If you guys have not already seen episode 1 and episode 2 of Day in a Life as a theater kid, go check those out. Go make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram so you could go look at those pictures that I posted recently. I also have my theater page, which is actually, I've posted more photos there because for some reason my main account, I didn't make it on the app, so
smart, you know?
Now before we jump into the video, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button if you like what you see, and let's get started. Now, a theater portfolio, or I should say like a theater audition, like a prep audition book, is basically like where you have pre-monologues that you used for previous auditions, or some notes that you've taken to help you improve, or maybe notes as in maybe theater vocabulary, you know, your resume, your headshot, things like that. Now, keep in mind that I know this isn't the best image, but this theater portfolio is actually from my school year, my first year in middle school theater. I'm actually now moving up to advanced high school theater, or yeah, I think advanced. I think it's just advanced theater. I don't even know. I think it's just advanced theater. But I've used this the whole year. That was the only class I actually really had a straight A in. It was just, I aced that class. I think theater is just a passion of mine that I get down. Like, I just can't stop thinking about it. Alright, so moving on to the first page, I have my resume. I'm gonna like cover some of this out because like some of it is personal information. For example, the phone number, you know, things like that. But if you guys want to learn how to make a resume like mine, make sure to go check out Makayla Lysiak. She is amazing. She helped me build my resume and my headshot. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be because it was my first real big musical theater audition, which was, you know, BKA, Broadway Kids Academy, and I think that's how I got my first big role as Scuttle. And then at the bottom you could put your training. For me, I've done training, you know, at school for middle school beginners theater. At the top you put your, you know, your contacts, your email, non-union or union, etc., etc. But go make sure to go check out Makayla Lysiak. I will put it in the eye right here. I will also put her channel in the description. And then here I have One Short Day, which is, you know, from the hit Broadway musical Wicked. I always get like, okay, so I know you saw that pause, but I've seen so many like variations of The Wizard of Oz. I've seen The Wiz with Michael Jackson. Yeah. I've seen Wicked, so I've seen like quite a few. This is just some sheet music that we did for an assignment. I don't know how to read notes, which is pretty sad for someone who loves musical theater. And I have a lot of lab scenes and assignments that we did with like, you know, like a 10-minute play. Basically, we did Beauty and the Beast, played Belle. We had like this 4-page script because we weren't gonna, you know, do the full Broadway version, but you get the gist of it. And then here I have 10 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse. I love this script. I was obsessed with this script when we did play. Mwah. And then we also, it's like a 1-act play, so it took us a while to, you know, get through. And then here for a monologue that I don't know if I can use for a future audition because it's titled Lap Scene Number 3, and it has, you know, the description of the monologue you're reading. Fatima, female, age 25. Fatima is the leader of the Sisterhood of Destiny, a club that preaches women independence. She's having a hard time fighting off her urge to do the very things she tells others not to do. She's getting ready for a rally and tries to practice her speech, packs boxes, and talks to her roommate at all the same time. So I feel like with these lap scenes, they give you, you know, the gist of what's going on in the story so far, and then we highlighted a 30 to 60 second monologue, which you can see here. I highlighted like the first 10 lines, I think. I think the feedback I got on this one, I keep my graded papers with my feedback in the very back of my folder. Here I got a 20 out of 20 for the self-improvement plan, and then for the grading I got a 95 out of 100, and then we got 5 points extra credit. And then for the critique, I would say, is for the introduction, it's like a 5-point thing for the first one. My teacher gave me a 3, couldn't hear me. Now that I look back on it, I was not projecting. Pacing. So I'll give you an example of probably what it sounded like.
A woman is only independent when she's standing on her own 2 feet, paying her own way and making her own decisions about education, career, and relation.
See, when you talk like that, I feel like as an actor you have to really pace your words, because it sounds like it's planned out, if you know what I mean. So like, you kind of just gotta go, a woman is only independent when she's standing on her own 2 feet and paying her own way and making her own decisions about education, career, and relation. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, I met the cutest guy. Blah, 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 blah. His name was Raul. I kind of remember the script. I don't really remember the script. It was like at the beginning of the year. Because when you talk, it's not really planned. So when you go, it's gonna be really hard to hear the person talking, basically being their character, if that makes sense.
And then gestures, I got a 10. Blocking, I got a 9.
I think it was just like
Stiff, and then like moving my hands and
not really moving anywhere, and then I sat down in a chair, which is like very boring blocking.
My character, I got a 10. Focus, I got a 10. Preparedness, I got a 10. Closing, I got a 5, which is like saying thank you or scene. Time, I got a 10. I stayed within the time regiment. And then the performance was a 10.
And then I forgot to mention in the first part, couldn't hear me. And then for my introduction, I was just like, hello, my name is Sofia Roca, and today I will be portraying Fatima from Lab Scene 3, and I hope you guys really like it. And then my teacher gave me some feedback saying, not YouTube, LOL. And now I look back on it like, yeah, it did sound like I was like doing a YouTube video, and I'm like, ew, no. For your slate or your introduction, you go, hi, my name is blah, 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 I am blank years old, and I will be portraying da-da-da-da. So it would sound like this. Hello, my name is Sofia Roca, I am 14 years old, and today I will be portraying Fatima from Lab Scene 3. And scene, and then you start your scene. It's not, hope you guys really like it. Like, no, they don't want to see that. They just want to see you get to the point. And I did a Lab Scene 6, which was, you know, a summative. It was a duologue with me and my good friend. She is a 6th grader going on to 7th. Way to go. We did Lab Scene number 6, Alex and Sam. I played the role of Sam. Keep in mind, these are male characters, so we had them changed to female. So instead of Alex, we had Allie, and I still stayed at Sam because it's a unisex name. Alex is a 12-year-old boy and an only child. His father recently died in a car accident. His mother has gone into a deep depression, leaving Alex to get himself to school in the morning, cook his own meals, and take care of his housework. Sam is trying to help him cope with all the changes in his life. Keep in mind, Sam is a ghost, so for some reason, Alex can only see Sam. I'll give you guys like a quick preview of it. So Sam is sitting with his legs crossed on the table in the middle of the ingredients Alex is using to cook.
So, not talking to me today, huh? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Alex shoots him a sideways glance.
Shh! Mom's not feeling good. You're gonna wake her up. Get down from there. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? Ha! That's funny. Get down. What's the matter with you? What? You think you're grown up or something?
Alex ignores him.
What you making? Looks good. Wish I could have some, but I can't. Tried that once. Biggest mess you ever saw.
So for this one, we had to learn stage direction, which we would have XDL, which is cross down, stage left. I didn't really like learning stage direction, like writing it down, because it was like I didn't get it, but it took me a while to get it. And then here we did a trio log where we had to find our own. So we did a Fauna, Flora, and Merry Weather, where they're making the Aurora's birthday cake. I really liked the not the cinematic point of view, but like just the audience's point of view of, you know, you can't make everything like, you know, appear. So we used elements such as balloons to change the color. So we would have a white dress and we would throw like a pink and a blue balloon to symbolize that the color change. So we had to get a little creative with that. Right here, somewhat in the back, I have the MS Theater vocab, which is basically like a stage direction and things for a character. Business is stuff a character does to make the scene authentic. Purpose / motivation, reason a character does anything. Set design, setting of your stage, meaning like the props and the look of it. And then here's an example. Here's my example that we had written down. I'll give a better thing. Here we have stage direction, enter C, X, and then we have a right arrow, which is enter center stage, cross right. See, I kind of forgot how to read stage direction. See, I don't really, it's not my thing. Here is a drawing of a hybrid. We had an assignment where it was like we had to make a, like, pretend we were doing the next Descendants movie. We had to make a hybrid between a villain and a villain, or like a hero and a villain. It doesn't really matter. It just has to be like Disney. So, and we had to like write down the material we would use in real life. But the problem is we had to use garbage bags, duct tape, and paint. I actually have the costume that we made, and don't like be judging me on this, because like, you know, I wish I could be good at everything in theater, but I can't. Plus, I would have probably done better if we had like the right materials. So let me get that real quick. My trash bag costume and duct tape. So I don't know if you saw on the, you know, on the remise where we had a short, like a ripped short. I don't know, like a vibe that we had going on. But then I asked my theater teacher for advice, and she said I think the skirt would fit the character more if she's like more badass. So here we have the skirt made out of duct tape. If this right here, and we have like, you know, this skirt that we had. And then we have the, which is basically like where you have a top and then you have like a pillow underneath it. Like I got that like inspiration, I think, on Pinterest or like on TikTok or whatever. So, oh my god, this is like the worst top ever. So we have our paint chipping off of our top here. So we have our little collar and our little crop top thing going on. And then we have our cape, which is like going, it's like an ombre thing. We couldn't really make ombre with the thing that we had going on because like we were rushing. So we were just like trying to make it look as ombre as possible. So this would go around our model's waist with the skirt, as you can see here. I had a lot of fun like drawing the, you know, the inspiration for the costume, but I did not have any fun. Like it was stressful for me because like you're living up to a standard that like you've never done before. So like constantly like trying to be so perfect when you're like costume designing is just like, I hated it so much. Also guys, can we take a minute to like talk about my new channel art and like my new profile pic? Like I'm obsessed because like literally I had like, for my old profile pic I had like this, like, and then I had like a muffin like as my face, and then like I didn't even have like no pictures, like no socials. It was just like muffins, and then like it would have text like ew, like actually ew. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video, and don't forget to hit subscribe and also smash that like button, and don't forget to follow me on socials. I will have my theater page, Instagram, linked in the description, also my main account. But other than that, yeah guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!